Hey, I'm Jesse. This weekend, we're going to talk about the resurrection body, and we're going to talk about what it's like to go from death to life. Paul gives us fascinating teaching on that, and within it, you have this prophecy about the apocalypse, and it's incredible to behold. That's our sermon this weekend. But to get a running start into it, I want to review some of the text that we just covered. Epicureanism had made its way into the church. People were emulating this pagan practice of baptizing people, pretending like that's the guy who just died. All right, like, so Gary just died. Here, come here, Bob. We're going to pretend like you're Gary and baptize you and say, okay, all right, Gary's fine. He's in heaven now. Paul points out how this is Epicureanism. This just leads to, like, what's the point of my suffering? Why am I trying to reach people before they die? Otherwise, you could just baptize them after the fact. In the meantime, you just eat and drink and be merry, for tomorrow we die. This was the motto of the Epicureans. Epicureans and Stoics were both sides of the same coin of Gnosticism. And Gnosticism was a very prevalent philosophy of the day. And it had made its way into the church. Look, what's the point, man? Just eat and drink and be merry, for tomorrow we die. It sounds like fun, right? Hedonism sounds like a lot of fun, but here's where it ultimately arrives. Total lack of fulfillment. It also points to life itself as utterly pointless, utterly unfulfilling. Paul chides the church and says, I say this to your shame. Bad company corrupts good morals. Come to your senses and stop sinning. In verse 34, when he says, come to your senses, in a literal sense, the Greek that's used there could be described as sober up. They go from eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we die, the Epicurean motto, and then Paul says, no, sober up. Stop sinning. Some people are ignorant about God. I say this to your shame. Would you do an inventory of your heart? You may not have fallen prey to some sort of Gnostic resurrection philosophy, but would you consider ways in which you may have given into woke ideology? You may have given into pagan thought. You may have given into false teachings, and you're trying to integrate them into your walk with Christ. Would you do an honest survey of your heart, not to be deceived, knowing that bad company corrupts good character? Would you kick the pagan philosophies out? Sober up. No longer be deceived by these things. Go before the Lord as you pray right now and say, God, show me ways in which I've put pagan thought right alongside your word in my heart. Pray right now.